All right, here we go. Dang it. Hey everybody, it's Brandon with Concealed Nation, and just a really quick video here. A couple days ago, we put out an article about the casual carrier making the commitment to carry their firearms on a regular basis. And I think that we're at a turning point in society, and I don't ever promote concealed carry out of fear. I promote it out of preparedness. And I think that that's something that people need to consider maybe a little more than usual, especially if they carry just, if they're going to a bad part of town, or if they feel that they're just going somewhere where they may need to have their firearm with them. And let's be honest, you're never going to know, ever. It's time to step up, and it's time to train. If you don't train, and if you are carrying, you should be training. So there's no other way to say it. It's a responsibility that you take on to carry that firearm, and you better be damn sure that you're proficient with it. The people that I see, and I see it all the time, they comment and they'll say, I go to the range every, 6 months, and I know how to use my gun, and I know how to draw, and I'm gonna be okay if something happens. I'm not buying it, and you shouldn't buy it either. You really have to commit to continuous training. It really never ends. If you talk to any police officer anywhere, they're going to tell you that the training never ends. They could train 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and they're never going to have enough. There are so many different scenarios, so many different things that can happen. You're not going to be 100% prepared for everything. It's impossible. But it's important to remember that the more prepared that you are, the better your chances are going to be if, God forbid, you're ever in a situation where you have to use that firearm. It's just common sense. This is what we promote on Concealed Nation. It's responsible concealed carry, right? That's the tagline, promoting the importance of responsible concealed carry. Guess what? A part of responsible concealed carry is training, and that is on you. Nobody else. That's up to you to get it done, do it on a regular basis, take it seriously. You don't have to be in fear. This isn't a fear-based thing. Again, this is a preparedness-based thing, and that's all you're doing. You're preparing for something that may come your way. Plus, the training is fun, and if it's not fun, maybe you got to switch it up a little bit. You get some range time. You get to go through different scenarios, maybe whatever you're going to allow time for. But you should be allowing time for something. Okay, you don't just throw the gun on your hip every morning and never take it to the range. That's not part of the equation. And if it is part of the equation for you now, again, I'm going to stress, go out, get some training. It doesn't even have to be formal training. It would be great to have formal training, but it's just not in the cards for everybody. Get out to the range, shoot the gun that you carry, shoot the guns that you don't carry, because who knows if you're at the house or whatever. There's a million different scenarios, but the point is, you're here to be prepared. You're carrying a firearm. Actually be prepared and get the training, and just be as proficient as possible with your firearm. Make sure you understand the laws in your area, local, state, federal laws. They all come into play, and as responsible armed citizens, we should know those laws, or have a pretty good idea. It's really tough to keep up with all of them, especially if you're in one of those states. I'm in New York, so the laws change, and they change somewhat frequently, and we got to be on top of that. But again, that's a responsibility on the concealed carrier's part, is to know the laws, know what's within their rights to do and not to do, and be prepared for anything that may come their way. So that's it. I just wanted to make that point, and I know a lot of you do it, so that's great. And we're going to keep hammering it. Training, being proficient with the firearm, having the right setup for what you're carrying, a reliable firearm, a holster that's going to work with whatever carry option that you're looking for, whether it's inside the waistband, ankle holster, bra holster, if you're a woman, whatever. It's got to be something that's gonna work, that's going to be safe. And then the belt that's going to keep everything up. If you're carrying inside the waistband, outside the waistband, it's all part of the system. It's all part of the training. It's all part of the preparedness. So don't skimp out on those things. If you're spending $500, $600, $700, $800 on a firearm to carry, spend the extra money on the holster. Spend the extra money on the belt. Get some good quality stuff. Don't get the generic things that are out there. The one size fits all holster. It's not the secure option. And I'm just being honest with you. It's not. So get a molded holster for your firearm specifically, because that's the one that's going to have the best retention. That's the one that is made for your firearm. So you just you negate a lot of the negative things that can and do happen with those holsters that just are more on the generic basis. So all right, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for checking it out. As usual, subscribe to the YouTube channel and check back with us regularly on the website. And if you don't know, I don't know where you came from, but we also have the Facebook page. That's our main hub. We're closing in on 600,000 people, so that's really cool. Facebook.com/CCW Nation. All right, guys, thanks again. We'll see you soon.